Welcome to our Emuna weekly special class this week. Wow, this is the 10 days of repentance. No, it isn't. It's actually a week before, but we're going to make out that we are in such a special time. We're going to allow ourselves to imagine, to enter into the realm of spirituality as if right now is this Emuna, powerful, connecting moment of spirituality, of the 10 days of repentance, a time from Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur, a times where HaMelech HaKodesh is said every day, HaMelech HaMishpat, where we're crowning the King daily, Avinu Malkeinu, Sachlan Isha, Shari Shamayim, we're opening up the gates of heaven. The whole world is praying for a new year. The whole world is doing repentance in a real way, not like the old school shaking and trembling, but in our real, authentic, up to date, right now, Tafshin Pei. Yeah, today, Shanas Bedus, it's a time of redemption, it's a year of redemption. It's a year, Tei Shanas Panasa, it's a time of lots of Panasa, lots of wonderful, and today, Tei Shanas Fabulous, someone said in English. It should be a year that's fabulous. That's like a cute one. But the point is, we're in a special Emuna time, in the middle of Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur, and we're going towards Shabbos Shuba. We're heading towards a time where we're readying ourselves for a new year of Emuna, a new year of enjoyment of being. What does it mean to be who we are? To enjoy being a Jew. That was one of the biggest advices from Rabbi Nachman, how to just be happy to be a Jew. I remember on the Emuna Torah, Rav Shalom Arush, how happy he was just to be a Pashto Jew, just to make an Asher Yotze, to thank Hashem that he went to the bathroom. He was dancing and making a bracha and a drink of water. He was dancing, enjoying just this life, this moment, to just breathe, to enter into the world of now and to experience it in the most intense, soulful way. That was the message I saw for being with Rav Arush on the Emuna is Our Future tour, and that's why it's so important everybody comes and joins us and partners in this new year. We're having right now in the middle of Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, we're preparing for Sukkot. It's a time where we rejoice of that, what it means to have this Emuna-filled life. But together, those three special times, like Shabbos, the Friday night, the Shabbos day, and the Shabbos Sudas, we go from Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur to Sukkot. There's a connection. Every Tishrei is like Shabbos. It's Yom HaShvi. It's the Chodesh HaShvi. It's the 7th month. It's a Chodesh of month of honey, of sweetness, of Dvash. To enjoy what it means to sweetness. The Dvash is Gematria, Abba Rachamim, our merciful Father. We were connecting into this light during these 10 days of repentance. And Rav Shalom Arush is a leader in these kind of things. Not only did we have the Emuna as Our Future Uman experience with the first year ever, Rav Arush was translated into English. Unbelievable. That's what hopefully would have happened by the time this class goes live. We had 6 wonderful classes. One of them, Rav Arush not speaking, but we're going to have Yonatan Balayesh, a Talmud of him, and myself, and we had the opportunity to tap in to that light in Uman. Hopefully those videos that we were able to take of 2 of the classes are going live and around on the internet. Thank God we can store that up either spiritually if we were there in Uman by the new Uman show, or we can tap into that light after the fact. Because remember this, when you do something eternal, you do something spiritual, you do something real, it has a lasting eternal effect. Every time you keep a mitzvah, every time you pray with more kavanah, every time you do a kindness, these are eternal achievements. And that's why after we went through these 7 habits in the 7 previous classes, and even the 3 habits before, during the 3 weeks, and really comes together as 10 habits, the 10 habits of truly effective people, of truly effective Jews. We all are together to be true and to be effective in a truthful way, not just highly for the sake of money and honor, but to be truly effective. That has an eternal connection. All those 10 habits internalized and realized. But so, let me ask you, what's bothering you? We have to stop for a minute and be real and say, look, life has got to a point where it's so fast, like you go to a movie and it's fast action, not that you should watch movies, but just say you do, and there's so much going on, it's so intense, and you go on your phone and it's like phone, people messaging, trying to get hold of me. Even during this class, there was people trying to get hold of me. There's so much going down, and you're like, wow, this is intense. This is like, life is like pressuring me this way, that way. How do I focus myself on the path of Emuna? How do I ground myself? Like the way Rav Arush and other Siddiqim are able to just be grounded. Rabbi Nachman teaches, and the Baal Shem Tov's teaches, and all the way back to the Arizal, and the Shem Bai Chai, all the way back to Moshe Rabbeinu, where they were able to just be in the moment, experience the gift of life and the full completeness of what that means. The chai behem, to live in it, to really live and experience what life is, what the energy that Hashem is making constantly, V'yesh ma'ayin, constantly creating the world again and again. And what are we doing? We're getting caught up into these like mind tricks and thoughts and internet pulls and streams, and everything's like and the movies going powerful. So what did a rabbi once say to me? He said a really good advice. He said, we don't have to watch movies anymore. We can just watch the fight of our evil inclination. That has in it the power to inspire us. So just watching what happens on a daily level, the ego, the pride, the tivers, the need, the desires of this world. That in itself, just finding that, dealing with that, and just allowing your life to be more elevated, more spiritual, more uplifted, more focused, more joyful, more energized to that new energy that's come down in the world with a new year that we've just brought in together. This power gives us the ability to really have simchas achayim, to have happy life. And a happy life is something which, it's as Rav Orish always says, and we said it in the previous class, Emuna or Gehenim. It's either one or the other. I was standing in the airport, in the previous week, and I was coming back from London, and I was standing there, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like the passport control was challenges like you can't imagine, and the delays with the bags, nothing was coming, everyone just standing there, and a fine Jew comes up to me and says, what do you do? So I said, it was a Chassidish Jew from London. I said, I work with Orish, Baruch Hashem, I'm meritorious, and he's someone who's been mechazik so many people, and including myself. As a famous saying is, he changed my life. And his students as well, like Rav Brody and other special people that we all have appreciation for all these years of work they did, and all these other wonderful people that have connected to his light and shared it, like Moshe Kasuto and their own light, and then they have Gedali Fenster, who we're going to be with on the Emuna, our future tour, and Diane Elgrod's going to come special to translate, and we're going to have Galamidi is going to translate, and all these wonderful people. The list just goes on, and Charlie Harari is going to come with Machazik. We're going to have all these wonderful people in Mexico, please God. We're going to go to Mexico. We're going to come together with so many kinds of Jews and all the different locations we're going to. It's so inspiring when you think about what's ahead with Emuna as our future tour. And we're going to see that energy, the simchas achayim, thank God, from all these people, and even more so from Avorish himself. And that how the advice from Rabbi Nachman is not just like a nice, concept, like intellectual, it's interesting, we can study it in university. No, this is real life. This is something which is so real, and is such das, such knowledge that can change our life. And that's really the way we should try to experience these three special festivals of Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot. We should go through Rosh Hashanah, we should keep that Uri, the Yishi, Hashem brings salvations, and the idea of the Sukkos of B'tochen and trust. This trust that we create for being in this shelter of Hashem's covered, Hashem's glory. And that's a tremendous opportunity. So I just wish everyone now that we've entered into these 10 days, and we're coming Zechayna L'chaim and Chavetz Chaim, we should really appreciate what life, the gift of life, we should use life. And all the different times you mentioned it during the prayer service, coming up Yom Kippur, everyone should be sealed for a wonderful life with Ne'ilah, special Eis Ratzon, that one of the highest times of the year is the time we can really connect. Our relationship with Hashem can be on a whole different level. There's no body holding it back. We're totally spiritualized. Baruch Hashem, Kavod, Malachim Ved, has the wonderful Yishai Ribu song that was released on Vodas Kohanim. They hear the idea of what it was like with the priests in the temple, and they just get a little image into that third temple, into that world which we're heading towards. With Mashiach's coming, please God, we're definitely at a time, Teishin Us, but it's a redemptive year. It's a time for all of us to really pray for the Gula Shlema, on an individual level and a public level. And everyone should really, use this time, the Eitz Ratzon, Avinu Malkeinu, to really pray for our Father, our King, to bless us all in the most wonderful ways, all our family, all our friends, to have them all in mind. And I really hope that I'll be seeing you together on our Emuna tour, even whether it's in Yerushalayim or when we once, please God, in North America and Central America. Hopefully for the new year we'll even make it to London and South Africa, and all the other wonderful unity projects that I'm involved with, inspiration, to inspire, to be involved with this flow, to allow this flow to take over of Emuna, that there's one
unified force, bringing everything together in the ultimate unity. Please God, with opinion by Shlishi, B'Mehevi, Amen, Amen. Have a wonderful week, a wonderful year. Enjoy this special time with your family and friends. May it be sweet and pleasant.